After the arrival of a distant relative, the whole life of 38-year-old Amelia became one big mess. 60-year-old Lily had some paperwork to do, and it took time. So she moved into her and her husband's apartment. They had never seen each other before, but it was uncomfortable to refuse, especially since Amelia's grandmother had vouched for Lily by writing her a letter in advance. It wasn't human either. Charlie, Amelia's husband of 40 years, voiced his opinion. One day, Amelia came home from work and found Lily at the bathroom door. "Is everything all right?" Amelia asked her relative. "Not really, Amelia. Ava had locked herself in the bathroom for the last hour." Charlie and Amelia's 11th grade daughter, who had graduated, was 17 years old. "What happened?" "He got mad at me for some nonsense." Suddenly, the bathroom door opened and an indignant Ava came out into the hallway. "Over nonsense?" she asked rhetorically. "Mom, she kicked my boyfriend out of the house and called him a fool." "A fool is a fool." Lily corroborated her words. "Who gave you the right to interfere in my personal life?" Ava asserted her rights. "You're no match for this fool. He'll ruin your fate, mock you, and run away." The distant relative wouldn't let up. "Aunt Lily, leave me alone." "What do you mean? You're no stranger to me." "As my late husband used to say." "Oh, that's just impossible." Ava resented and went to her room. "That's enough of that. I'm tired and I want peace." "Amelia, why don't you eat something?" "I made fresh cutlets." Lily suggested it right away. The kid ate 3 of them, until I kicked him out of the kitchen with a rag. Amelia sighed wearily and went back to the kitchen. The next morning, everyone gathered around the table for breakfast. Here again, Lily distinguished herself. She took Daddy's daily paper, which he used to read in the morning at breakfast. "Well, you know, Lily, I'm getting tired of all this." "What am I, a boy or something?" Charlie said. "You don't have to be distracted when you eat." The woman replied. "Well, really, you can read later." "Dad, really, you can read it later," Ava interjected. "And you shut up," Dad said. "When I'm interested in your opinion, I'll be sure to ask him." Sergey, indignant wife. After these words, Ava got up and walked away from the kitchen. "Where are you going?" "Family dinner is not over yet," trying to stop her angry father. Then his cell phone rang. Charlie had been called to work urgently. Amelia began to realize that this was not about Lily, but about family relations. She followed her husband into the room to talk to him. "Charlie, isn't there any way to explain to your boss that you have other things planned for today? It's Sunday after all. You've been working 2 years without a day off." "So what?" "I was asked to help out." "So? Asked to do what?" Lily intruded into the conversation, opening the room door. "He's probably at home having coffee with his family. He's divorced, and coffee, as you say, the doctors forbade him. And anyway, Aunt Lily, you came here to arrange the inheritance, so do it and don't interfere in my work affairs." "I don't interfere in my work affairs. Family comes first." "Now, Amelia, will you please explain to Lily what business is and what the golden rule is in business?" "You want to succeed, you have to work. I don't know your business. Only you have to stay home today. Didn't put up with the relative." "Why is that?" "To be with my wife and daughter." "You'll lose your daughter." "Is that why you hurt her, Charlie?" "I really did." "All right, I'm off. I'll see you tonight." "What if, say, you found out your wife was pregnant? Would you have stayed home?" "I don't understand. Is that true?" Charlie turned to his wife. "You wanted to." He silently took his cell phone out of his pocket, dialed the number of his boss, apologized, and refused to help. The next day, Amelia decided to confront Lily. "Aunt Lily, why are you already making up about the pregnancy?" "Why?" "I wasn't lying. I was just asking." "At least Charlie stayed home. You lie to him a few times, you'll be fine. You know, he really wants a son. So give him one if that's what he wants. The thing is, the doctors have given me a bad diagnosis. I cannot give birth to anyone, and he doesn't know yet. That doesn't mean anything. Doctors can be wrong. But the fact that you don't have a real family, that's a shame. So we did not agree in character." Amelia said indifferently, "But don't tell me anything about character." "All right. The next day, Amelia came home from work a little later than usual. She saw Charlie in the kitchen, eating soup out of the pot. "Charlie, can't you put the soup in a bowl? Why are you such a pig? I eat what I want in my own house. I don't have to make remarks. They found a boy. Why don't you call your relative and have her tell me how to behave too? Are you out of your mind? What happened? It's crazy. The chief found out today why I didn't come to work. He said I might not come in at all." "What an idiot." "Who?" "The chief. You. You could have come up with a better reason." "Forget it. Tell me when this Lily girl leaves. Did you ask her about the papers?" "I've got her right here." And Charlie put his palm to his throat. "She said she had 2 weeks left. All the papers are almost ready. How long? I'll either kill myself or her in that time. She's a creepy chick. She doesn't care about anything. She's a good girl. You just don't get along with her yet." "Can you get along with her?" said Charlie, and went to his room. In the evening, Amelia and Lily cooked dinner together. "Aunt Lily, Charlie's been mad at you for 2 days now. It's not me he's angry with. It's his bad life." "What do you mean bad?" "Well, I don't like my job. There's a war at work and a battle at home every day. And my wife doesn't like me very much. Anybody can get mad." "Aunt Lily, what are you talking about?" "I don't like it." "Why, do you love me?" "Of course, not as much as after the wedding, but still." "If you love him, then be more cheerful and affectionate with him. Otherwise, he'll come in, and you'll be sitting there with a sour face, demanding your salary." "You know," Amelia agreed, "a man has to earn and provide for his family, and it is a wife's duty to wait for her husband to come home and remember that he is her dearest and most beloved." Lily continued, "And if it is different, as you are doing now, then discord will come. Do you understand?" "You know what?" strongly resented Amelia and walked out. That day, Amelia was packing up her husband for a business trip. "How long were you sent on a business trip?" 2 days. "A job is a job. Have you been to the doctor?" "Yes." "What about the pregnancy? Is it confirmed?" "No. False alarm." "It happens. Man, am I ever going to have a son with you or not?" Charlie started to get angry, but Amelia kissed him gently instead of answering. "Do not shout. He will grow up. Come on, let's get ready and go to dinner." Amelia left the room. After a while, an angry Charlie came into the kitchen. "What on earth is going on? Who called me at work and said that I could not go on a business trip for family reasons?" "Oh, well, what am I asking?" "Lily, where did you get my work phone number?" "It was on my business card in the hallway," and the woman answered, a little embarrassed. "Charlie, tell me, who do you love more, your work or your wife and daughter?" "What do you care?" "What kind of a businessman are you, Charlie? Amelia tells me you used to write books. Why'd you quit?" Charlie slapped his hand on the table. "That's it. My patience is over. Lily, you're moving out of our house first thing tomorrow morning." "Where?" Almost in a whisper asked the weird aunt. "Where do you want?" "To the station, to the hotel, anywhere." "I do not care." "No," stood up for her relative Amelia. "No, she didn't. Lily will stay in this house because it would offend my mother and therefore me. Then I'll go too." Charlie's gone. The next day after school, a distraught Ava came in. "What happened?" Amelia asked. "The boy is a bastard and a traitor. I saw him with a girl today. They walked together and hugged each other and then kissed in the street." Ava clung to her mother. "Mommy, why is everything so complicated? I'm never going to marry that guy now. They're all bastards." A couple of days later, the couple reconciled, and Amelia tried to talk to Lily about Charlie. "Aunt Lily, I'm going to have to ask you not to bother Charlie with your advice, and don't interfere in our family affairs." Okay, but you don't have any family business." "What do you mean?" "That's how my husband wanted to write books, and now he's in sales. My daughter is breaking up with some fool, and my wife is torn between wanting a full family and not wanting to change anything in her life. That's the way it is." "Well, you know, Aunt Lily, why do you resent it, aren't you?" "I'm telling the truth." Another day passed. Amelia was tidying up and thinking that her husband was right, and should have sent the annoying relative to a hotel. Lily came up to her. "Amelia, child, are you still angry with me?" "Well, forgive me, old me. I'm so used to telling people the truth, whatever it may be. And I cannot calm down. Then someone's mad at me." Aunt Lily offered peace, and Amelia agreed. An excited Charlie approached them. "Everyone, man, you've got it all figured out." "What happened?" Amelia asked. "We're having a reorganization at work. I'm at the top of the list of low-wage jobs." "Thank you, Aunt Lily. I bow before you." "You should quit, Charlie. It's not what you do." "I don't care what you do." "No, it's not." "And who's going to feed my family?" "You? Why me? You will. As long as you do the kind of work that you like, that you're passionate about." "What? What do I like?" After some silence, I had already forgotten, so I told Charlie and left the room. The next day, it turned out that Charlie had been laid off altogether. God, what was going to happen now? Amelia got upset. "I don't know. Hi, guys. Am I interrupting?" Lily came into the room. "Not anymore," Charlie answered her with a sneer. "Charlie got laid off from work," Amelia explained. "Charlie, here's a business card for a publisher." Lily bothered about that too. "I took your book manuscript there, but they said they'd call back." "What? Where did you even get it?" "This manuscript. Don't yell at your elders. I found it when I was cleaning up your house. I read it. I liked it." It made Charlie want to cry. Of course, he couldn't count on his stories from years ago, and what Lily had done was beyond all imaginable and unimaginable. He plunged headlong into the pillow like a boy, despite the financial problems, or rather expectations of them in the near future. Relationships in the family began to improve. Charlie got better, my daughter went to college and met a nice guy. Things were somehow more cheerful. One day, Amelia was on her way home from work, and she met Lily outside the front door. "Lily, where are you going with your things?" "That's it, Amelia, I'm leaving. My business here is important, but they are waiting for me at home. And I don't want to disturb you." "No, I don't understand." "Well, why? Why so suddenly, without even saying goodbye? Why all of a sudden? Your Charlie's been waiting for me to leave, hasn't he? You've become like family to us." Amelia confessed honestly, "And Charlie has calmed down and forgiven you." "Do you support him now? It's not easy for him to change his life. It's okay. You two can manage." "Thank you, really. Thank you so much." "All right, go home. No matter what wars happen, a man should always be fed. My late husband used to say so. Run, feed your tiger. I'll be sure to write you. We'll be there," Amelia said after her relative left. And the next morning, Amelia found out she was pregnant. "No, it couldn't be," she said aloud and smiled. Meanwhile, Charlie continued to look for work. But the conditions weren't right, or the age. Nothing was working out. Amelia approached her husband. "Charlie, I have news for you. Just don't worry about it, okay? That Aunt Lily's coming back." "No," but suddenly Charlie's cell phone rang. "Hello, I'm listening." "What publishing house?" "The manuscript." "No, we didn't." "You must be mistaken." "Oh, wait. Yes, we did." "Excuse me, the author's name is Smith." "Yes, that's me." "When can I come over?" "Okay, I got it." Amelia looked at Charlie questioningly, waiting for an answer. The publisher called, offering to sign the contract. "See, it's all for the best." The couple hugged each other. "Well, now you tell me what news you have there." Charlie remembered and began to talk. But Abba came into the room with a telegram from Aunt Lily, in which she said that she was sick and was in the hospital, and therefore could not come to visit. "I don't understand. She had just left, hadn't she?" Charlie was surprised by the news. "Wait, if Aunt Lily is in town, then who is visiting us?" Amelia continued to reason. "I didn't get it either," Abba said. Her gaze fell on the envelope on the shelf. It was in the same place where Lily had kept the small items during her stay. "Look, what is this envelope?" Amelia walked over, took it in her hands, and taking out the letter began to read, "Dear ones. When I returned from my pilgrimage trip, I was told there to pay attention to the one in my life that was lame. So I met you, Amelia, at the train station. saw you limping. Thought it was a sign. Forgive me for interfering in your life. I sincerely pray that everything works out for you. Your Aunt Lily.